Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, maker dust. Oh no.
What do you give to this world?
Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, maker dust. Oh no.
What do you give to this world?
Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, maker dust. Oh no.
What do you give to the swallow?
Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, maker dust. Oh no.
What do you give to the swallow?
Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, maker dust. Oh no.
What do you give to this world?
Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, maker dust. Oh no.
What do you give to this world?
Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, maker dust. Oh no. Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, make her dust. Oh no.
What do you give to the swallow?
Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, make her dust. Oh no.
What do you give to the swallow?
Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth.
Okay, should we get this party
Immaculate.
started? Hold on.
Advanced.
I see that
Not our
is
culprit.
way more sound than it should be for now.
Organ
This should be better. Now my voice should
Because of
thoroughly come
preservation.
through.
maker.
Let's see. Hello everyone. Welcome to this here Dynasthir stream. Let's get right into it, shouldn't we? That counter, this counter, I mean, is a little bit off, as you guys can see. But we're gonna hang out a little bit before we add to the counter. We'll look at it together and see where it's at. Add to the hype, you know. Gotta get hyped. Gotta get going. With Benthé's trusty soda. Soda for celebration. So yeah, without further ado, let's open the game and see what's up. I was thinking of launching the, or actually I am right now launching the developer version of the game, which has a few particularities that has not made it into the onto the demo yet. Not too much. We've just been testing some systems that we are required to have working for the moment, where, you know, we have specific moments in the game that we want to nail, and there are some systems that just have not been working. So without further ado, is he here? Ah, this is where I set it up. Yay, okay, here we are. Now let's see, do I have controls? I don't think I do have. Oh, interesting. Okay, I have a note for myself here. It appears as if the recent patch we've made to make it easier for people to jump in and out of the game does not quite work in the menu as it should. This one works. Okay, so it's literally when you bring up settings from the menu. Okay. Made that note. I like to play with my controller. I can just launch it through Steam. Let's do that. Excuse me while I work away a little bit at launching the game just via Steam here, so I can use a controller, because I want to be able to relax with you guys this time. Not like last time where I was more concerned with just getting everything displayed a propere, so to speak. Appropriately. But I made that up. Add a non-Steam game. Browse for a non-Steam game. Hope you guys are doing fine. I've had quite a day with lots of responsibilities. Amongst them, I have been MRI scanned, and I've also had to write some important papers, you know. And I also have been working on a quest inside of my head because I did not have time to actually sit down with the engine today. So every time I've had some free time, moving from one place to the other, I've been thinking about a quest and how to implement it in the best way possible. So it's actually false to say I have no time. I spent some time implementing a fix for an issue, and then I got stuck just refining that. The fix and adjacent functionality to that quest. So let's see, that should be enabled. Now let's see if it captures properly. It does. Fingers crossed. Korosu. Fingers death. We could do yeah. Okay, good. We have the settings. One thing we added during Nextfest is this thing where you can see the percentages instead of just having some arbitrary number between 0 and 1. You can now see that it goes to 150%. If you want to try running the game at a high resolution and with like a bunch of scaling, like a gold standard for not having to deal with anti-aliasing, you can do that, but you need a really beefy PC for that to work. I might actually scale this up now because I'm running it at 720 while I'm streaming so that I don't have problems with that. I might actually run it at like maybe... Oh, this is a problem. No. Like that. And probably... I mean, this is fine. This is fine. So the reason why you see this, this is the old video we used to have for the loading screen. And the reason you're seeing that old one is mainly because of whenever I make the build for the game, it still has that old file and I just manually replace it. I've been too lazy to replace it at the ground level. Honestly, it's not laziness, I've just simply forgot exactly where it needs to be replaced. So this character, I've already played on this character a little bit. I tried to play this character genuinely like I would have played like this player trying to play for the first time, which is really difficult. But trying to gauge just what a first player experience would be like. Okay. Got some enemies coming through here. I think we have a faster climb out animation. I don't think we're using it though. Because this, they do take forever. I do recognize this. Let's see. And yeah, every weapon and stuff that I have is in the demo, so you don't have to fret. Like, I'm not gonna be using anything today that isn't in the demo. All right. I was hoping I would get any type of reward for killing those guys. Ooh, that was a good hit. Ah, got stuck. As you see, the boomerang can get stuck inside of walls. And apparently I can get stuck too. There. Oh! Yes, okay, thank you. That's what I wanted. So, the boomerang can get stuck in walls. You can use it to climb things momentarily. There's a little bit of jank in that, like when it returns, it's gonna it can sometimes just spin inside of things like that. Yeah. But I think that's just games. There's stuff that we could do, some mathy stuff to avoid, or some traces or whatnot to make it like bounce off instead and stuff like that. But yeah, it's doesn't have to be. Featured in this version that I'm still testing out is a the character should be more stable on his legs now, where before when you walk on like uneven surfaces he would sometimes just start like dancing like he's sliding like that, but you know, Now, instead, well, let me make the case for what used to happen. You would do that and you'd had like these split moments like this, basically. This is a great surface to try this on. Like that, if you stick around. But now, we take a sample of all the points. So we sample all the points, like 4 or 5, you know, points or something. And then we take those over time and we divide those angles up. So we change the algorithm a little bit, basically. And now he doesn't dance around quite as much. Whenever there's like a slope, he will more commit to the slope than before. And he will also not end up for like the smallest fraction where the angle happens to be 70 or 90 or whatever. So you get a much smoother experience in terms of like what you're walking on and stuff like that. So there's an NPC up here. We had a race against him earlier. I think he might still have like 1 or 2 bugs associated with him. He might... No, he's racing up. Okay, let's see if we can actually win. He's really fast, but we can do this. And we got a little bit of like a boost. We still got a haul ass here. Oh, that's really bad. I think he's gonna win. I got stuck in the thing, and I think that's because of recent issues. That's gonna be rough. You know, he's dialed. Box doesn't go away properly. I made a note of that earlier today, and I think that's something for me to look at next time. But yeah, let's run to the forest. We're gonna... I feel like tackling one of the other bosses in the demo. I think you guys might not have seen so much of yet, because according to statistics, most people have played for 6 minutes. And that is not even enough to speedrun the demo. Speedrunning demo, approximately 14 minutes. Maybe 12 if you really commit to it and you practice a bit. I think the old record was 11 something, but the game, there are things in the game that have slowed down a little bit, so I expect only so. Let's see if I can pull up some tech here. Oh, no. Let's see. Get this weapon out. Dude, okay, I used that. Some Puratta-forming. We've got featured up ahead a demon from the trailer. I'm gonna see if I can sneak past him, because I don't feel like fighting him right now. I'd like to be alive. Okay, that's not exactly what I meant by sneaking. There we go. So this path is mostly accessible from this direction, although you can get up here otherwise as well. Kind of like a cool view. We're getting a high contrast weather pattern here, so I'm really happy that we get to show off the world a little bit. This version also doesn't have the rest of the world snipped, so you guys can appreciate some of the distant vistas of things you can explore in the full game. So in the demo version, your vista will be rather empty. I don't understand these guys. Because they're supposed to spawn in when you're far away, or when you're near, but they seem to always be here these days. It's really strange. Maybe I've accidentally made the spawner really big, or like the trigger box really big. It's possible. I am responsible for like what, 70%, 80% of all the code for the game after all, and like it might be more than that at this point, but yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but like yeah, I'm responsible, that's what I'm saying. Oop, that's not as easy as it used to be. Come on, you can make it. Mountain Goat Chronicles. And you think that these would be like, oh, they left some floating rocks around, and it's true, we did leave some floating rocks above, but they're actually like liquefied floaty rocks. Because that's freaky. Most people, they do play the game and they're like, oh, it's just monochrome, which, you know, the game starts out that way, but it evolves as you go. It starts out with being quite, like the environment isn't so, well, it's supposed to be like dark and dreary to start with, because the starting town is like abandoned. Abandoned, sad, and dilapidated. Sometimes there'll be like a spider or an enemy here, and I take this path instead, where you have the drop from the rooftop here, and then I just drop right on them. It's a weird little... Yep, that's some visual light bug right there. There's some light coming through the landscape there. That's a strange one. I'd like to go pick up another armor. I happen to know one that's nearby. And there's some other stuff nearby that we can get into. Wow. Like previously, like the character would like slide a bit around a bit. That was like really smooth transition. I am very happy with where we're getting with that. Don't know why this specific chest is wild. It gives me a lot of resources a lot of times. Yeah, that was a lot of resources. It's supposed to have like some randomness to it, but I think the randomness is just fucking broken for that specific chest. Oh. Let's see if we can pull off that tech that I was talking about. I want this weapon. Oh wow. That's not what I wanted. So these enemies are called lantern heads. They don't have a lot of attacks. They are more like, you know, the natural habitat is that you would find them alongside other enemies, and that they would, you know, combo with them in a way that makes them dangerous. But this is supposed to be like one of your early encounters with them, so it's a little bit in isolation. Let's see what we got here. Wooden bow and some face cutters. Welcome to one of the prime mechanics of Dynasthir, which is we do not only allow you to phase between these points by aiming in on them. That was probably a bit too high, I thought. We also allow you to place your own. I'm gonna show that off right here. Like so. And now you can use that. You can pick this up. At least we allow you to do that while the game is still fresh, and then the next time you load in, it will be a static point. for no other particular reason, just that to commit to it. You get some lights in here. And as a show of the amount of secrets here, this game has a high density of secrets. There's stuff like almost everywhere. It is just that you have to just fuck around a lot to find them. I think we're gonna take like a little bit of an unconventional way down here. So I don't feel like fucking around with other things right now. I was going for the boss in the forest, that's true. And I've just been having fun collecting shit for a while. Alright. Right, this guy. We have some bombs, let's use them. And we don't have a lock on because we have the bow out. That's it's an interesting conundrum. I'm happy we account for that. It's gonna be in your face. Okay, that was a good hit. Ooh, don't kill me, dude. I need at least a little bit of health here. Okay, that was good. Because we're gonna do a drop later. Let's see if we can take the rest of the way with this weapon. It's not gonna do a lot of damage, but let's see. I need you to attack, bro. Oh yeah. I don't like whenever like I end up standing right in their face. Oh, I guess I'll see you downstairs. Okay, that was fun. We have an opportunity here. I see some rain coming in. I wonder if this is going to be dark rain or just regular rain. And he's coming for us here, trying to find our way. We have an opportunity here to get some healing and also an essence. And he found his way down there. Don't think he can find his way out. I am interested in what he has, so I'm gonna attempt fighting him in this pit. I've never done this before. This is entirely untested, so to speak. He's trying to heal, and then we get the kill, and we got an ale phase rock. I've been contemplating replacing this with a black phase rock. Oh, that was a quirk of sliding, I think, when you fell down from like a slope. We are pretty close to coming up on the save point here, which there's a chest here. We might spread out some of these items for the... Oh yeah, that's the secondary phase rock. So these are used to warp between foci, which are these guys. But I will not I will not tell you how they're used. Let's see, what do we have? We can see that in the skill tree too. So we have 1 awareness and 4. So where can I burn 1 awareness and get some big benefit out of that? I don't think I can do anything specific right now, but we are 1, 2, 3, 4. We might be able to look at this. Okay, hold on. We do this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then we can unlock this guy. We're about to go into the dexterity part of the tree here. Let's see, I think shovel is decent for dexterity. Yeah, It has equal dexterity strength, and then it also has a hidden bonus, you could say. I do have the other face rock, so we're gonna use this face rock right here then. So it seems I'm going to diverge some of this in this stream. Perhaps we'll see if we get to place the other one. I am on a mission, so I'm gonna just try to get away from these guys. How's the brightness levels for you guys? For me, the game looks great, but I can imagine that you guys might want more brightness. Oh, hello. It's a squirrel. They just basically scurry around the world. Squirrel around the world. Let's see. If we go to... oh god. Reset that. Drop the contrast, up the brightness. Should make it a little bit easier, more legible for you guys. Yeah, we're heading towards one of the second bosses in the demo because I have not defeated this boss in... well, it's not gonna count. Shit. Because it's not playing it on the demo itself. Developer privileges. You don't get achievements. Well, shit. Let's see what the music settings are. I know this can be loud sometimes. Let's put this down a little bit. Here is the Valkyrie. She's like an open world type boss. This is doing good damage to her. I wonder if I have any buffs around and if I can apply that properly. I have a fire buff around. I'm going to use that. That is supposed to track to you. Oh my fucking god, how? I am melting her away. Okay, she's supposed to be a challenge, just saying. Yeah, that's supposed to track, so there's something wrong with her tracking. I was supposed to do shit like that. I'll swap to the sword. Ah, that hit me. Oh, she is gonna be relentless with those. We're gonna try to take her down the last part of her health with this weapon instead. I am not doing too hot in terms of health here. Let me drink one of these guys. Hold on. There we go. Come on, bro. Bruh. What you got? She probably... I think we could do with like 1 or 2 more units of damage on her. Yeah, no, the tracking is going to do a lot for her too. I don't know why that doesn't fly towards the player anymore. We have recently updated our tech a little bit, so... that could be it. Oh, she's almost getting me. She's almost getting me. I'm out of good healing here, so we might just grab 1 pumpkin. She's stuck on something. I'm gonna take advantage of that. Whoop. That was cool. Whoa. I'm not doing too hot here. There we go. Never saw this happen before. That's a new one. Okay, I'm just gonna play the game like this now. Let's do this. It's gonna be the fastest way for this to reset. So I assume what happened there is that she applied like a camera shake and then she died, and that meant the camera shake did not finish or something like that. Hope you guys enjoyed that fight. That was the second fight of the demo. In the demo there's no reward for doing that. There is a reward in the full game. And now I have an entire army on my here. Did not intend for that. Man, right, so this... What does this scale with? Because I got a bunch of... Yeah, I gotta check that. Because this damage is insane. 1.35 and a high damage to start with. So we're talking like 20 or something like that right now. 21 maybe, which is high. Yeah, I think that explains it. And my character right now has something like... Skill and strength is the same, so he gets the same bonus from both. Shock freeze is minus, which makes sense because it's just metal that I'm wearing. Oh, they weren't letting me shoot. See if I can trick shot some of these guys. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit of a scuff trick shot. But ideally, I want to aim on one of the guys who's further away. And then maybe I can get in several hits. There we go. You're still alive? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He's gonna shoot me, he's gonna shoot me. Oh, he must have healed. Yield or heal. Oh, you're not. Okay. Sometimes they pull a knife when you go after them like this. So I'm surprised they haven't yet. Okay, he's on the ground. You're dead. You got a friend? Oh my god, I was stuck in the animation. That's on me. I think I'll try sneaking and then get my stuff because I think I have 2 essence. Use that to upgrade and then win the game. Haha. Perfect. I don't know if I programmed it to be so many enemies up there. I'm considering going to the demo end, or like the boss at the demo end. No, not the demo, but like the first boss, the real first boss at the demo. I don't feel like fighting you right now. Whoa! Okay, I know I updated some collision stuff, but that's kind of ridiculous. You're not supposed to be able to do that. What the fuck? Yo. What the fuck? I have to do it again. I'm sorry, chat. What? So it's just a specific angle, you can like walk up this tree. That's crazy. It also, like, I'm surprised it didn't look more scuffed. It just looked like he just ran up the fucking thing. It's so cool. If it's not clear, I love building experiences that surprise me as a developer. That just ensures that during development, I will also have fun making the thing. So it looks like we can pinhole ourselves between these guys, especially if we keep the lights off. That's just being familiar with the game, if that works out. So you don't have anything super specific to measure other than just like looking at it and being like, yeah, that might work out. The base grunts this early on, they don't have the greatest detection either. So I need to get back into the sort of not playable space, but the area that's more like a, I don't know, starter dungeon sort of place. So we're gonna take a little bit of a shortcut, I think. Let's get the light on again. Someone called this a filter. Made it so you can't see anything. It is literally just fog settings. It just happens that this is like fog, and it will not look decent otherwise. It probably could, but I'd have to replace all the weathers. And that takes time. Someday I'd like to go through the entire game with all the ambience, and I have a version of the weather system that is set up to have more convenient access to specific settings that I think will make things look much better. But again, going through every scenario in the game and everything and updating every part of it for it to match and look decent is going to take time. And I think even before that, we will have made a version for UE5. So I haven't done this skip or whatever you call it on this patch, so I don't know how feasible it is. So right now it feels a little bit harder. This might actually be like an impossible skip now, or at least much harder. I have not gotten very far with the usual setup. Might have to get creative with this one, or just run it normally. Let's see if we can get creative. I'm gonna jump, place one of these guys over here. See, I think I can get better results. Yeah, like that. And then I remove it, of course. Oh, I can jump on it. This is where some of the janky fun of this game comes along, I think. Where it's like, yeah, we let you explore and fuck around a lot. I like that one. That's a good one. So with the bow now, we're going to get some height when we get on top of that. And hopefully this is enough of an angle that we can actually get up here that looks like it might work. You just gotta get the... No, don't get down, don't get down. That's a steep one. That's a steep one. Okay, we're screwed here. But that was a good experiment. So we could try when we get even further to place another one of these guys. Let's try that. Once we get over like this, like here. I mean, you could spam them and that would probably give you some sort of effect, but I'm trying to avoid that. Okay, this is considerably harder which I don't dislike. Now we got some height of that, and we are over. Speedrun tech. And not that this particular path is speedrun like. I don't think you would ever walk here if you're speedrunning. So, breaking up a pumpkin on our way. I'm gonna go this way on our way back to... We're actually on our way back to Wilden, which is the main town of the game. I think once we do defeat the main boss of the demo, I am going to wrap up the stream. So you guys are ready for what to expect, but I will be playing some of the trailers and stuff post this. I am curious because I saw about this and I'm curious what it is. It is, yeah, Castle Fog. I thought it was supposed to be darker, but I suppose that's just because of the light settings. It's a chest over there. I'm gonna let you figure out how to get there. You can jank yourself there. That's an ambush. However, if you do jank yourself over there, good on you. I don't know what to say. If you do get over there with some jank, congratulations. It is not necessarily easy. Just saying you can do it. I think it might even be a little bit harder on this patch. Fair, but harder. I think this is the way down. Eee. There's a good tension moment there. I don't think this is the way down. That might work. Okay, this should work. I wasn't gonna go like all the way on the side here, but I guess we're doing it now. Legit think I've never came down exactly this way. It's because I haven't seen this specific... Yeah. Oh! Hello, floaty thing. Taking a picture of that. That is strange. Although I removed some ladders from here because they were never useful. So I'm going to try to avoid these guys for now. And then take a shortcut. Says the guy showed like I changed my plan a little bit on how to get to Wilden because of that alternate path there. We opened this path. To anyone who's played Zelda, they should be familiar with those kind of things where you shoot an eye and something happens. We place those kind of things around the world. Enjoy them. Enjoy finding them. Yeah. All right, we're back here. So now I am going to use that. You know what? I'm going to hold on for it for just a moment longer. Because there's an even better point for me to use it. But I was going to use the face rock so that we can have like another connection there. So when you start this game, it feels like you don't have anything that you can plan and think about. The more you know about how the game works, the more it feels like you can actively always plan for something that's ahead. It takes time to get there. Time and like an investment in just playing. And so it doesn't make for the best demo. But it makes for a pretty interesting world to explore. For instance, right here. So you got this NPC right here in the door. You don't have to go into the dialogue with him right now. And there's this like little bit of a growth field back here. If you do a specific sequence in the game, where you end up in, without spoiling anything, in a good standing, so to speak, with the world, you will find a reward there. And maybe even the house will be of better stature. So the world sort of responds a little bit to what you do in terms of actions more so than dialogue. Although there is certainly a little bit of dialogue that also matters. But we try to make action be the driving factor. Okay, so now I have an opportunity here to show you what I want. Or what I wasn't going to, but I will. So you place that down here. Now you can use face, and now you can play face between. Well, we apparently have one at the possessed too, so planes or possessed we can face to. So you can actually warp between those points, which makes it so that you have to explore the world, but you don't have to backtrack as much if you're being smart about it. So back here is this guy. There's the mystery to this guy. Remember, you can lock onto things. It's also over here. Where there's a note. A strange illness has befallen Wilden. My shop is in ruins. I cannot stay. If you find my daughter Kathy, tell her dad loves her. Blacksmith Uriel. Okay, Uriel. Right, we don't have the key. Locked. Locked, yeah. So without a key here, we're forced to force our way in. That's, yeah, I was just gonna say that is too, that's gonna be too far. Forcing your way in may or may not have ramifications. Up to you to discover. Oh god, I'm stuck on this one plank. There we go. So I should be able to just walk over here and testing this worked, and then sort of drift over here. Yeah. There's a sensitive place where you do not take full damage here. Chest up there. Oh, there's something over here. When I designed Dynasthir, I was very particular about how the health bars need to work. They need to be in the world, so things hide the health bar. And the update is all in shader, which means that it's all GPU based. The rotation and the showing and hiding of it is all GPU based. So we can do it en masse basically without big performance costs. Oof. Oh my god, I ate that attack. So in the early demo, they didn't have much in terms of attacks. We recognized that we needed the combat to be way more exciting. Oh, nice. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a little bit of a shortcut to the boss here. Okay. It is a little bit dark here. Some people might feel the same thing that I do here. So we can use one of these fire things. Now we can light up the place a little bit. Let's shoot the third one. Now it is a lot easier to navigate and see what should be like the next place to go. This is not the only way down, but it is a way down. This has become easier because of the update we have to sliding, so I really appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. That felt a lot easier. Oh, that's not what I want to do, although that's... I mean, if you want to get up here again to this path, you can do stuff like that. Place one like midway up there somewhere. There are places in the game where that is interesting, so... Or like things that... I wouldn't say it's expected of you, but things you might want to look at least. So I'm gonna make sure that I have... I think we're gonna go with ham with boomerang here. Go ham with the boomerang, and then I want the thing. A lot of people miss this, but there is actually like an item right next to... Yeah. Okay. Why are you turning away from me, dude? What's more interesting over there than here? It's possible that he reacted to, or like he's reacting to like another NPC or something in the... Ooh! That felt good. Okay, I'm gonna drink this health flask. So this guy, he heals. So you gotta keep the damage up. Kind of easy when you have a fidget spinner. So now his cloth is burnt away, and you see he's like just a full ass fucking demon down here in the nothings. So this is a little bit, very much a little bit, a homage to Demon Souls, because the first boss in Boletaria and Demon Souls is also some big blob you have to fight. We've went through countless and countless of iterations of this boss. Oh, he hit me. To try to make him not jank and more interesting. Another inspiration was also a little bit of Capra Demon, where like the area is small, that you feel a little bit claustrophobic about the area. Ah, I timed the first one so well. Okay, that's not hurting him. Ugh. I might die here. I still have a pumpkin though. Or two. They are limited in the game. You're fleeing for some reason. Let's try to get under him instead of away. Oh, that was good. Let's swap it up a little bit because I'm not doing enough DPS here to do anything substantial. Let's dance over his corpse, or to-be corpse. It's kind of cool how that came like right over him. That's dodged with the spin from the weapon. Oh, we exhausted the first loop of music. This song maybe makes it a little bit too clear. So we might have to look at what to do there to make it even more seamless. Ultimately, if you know what you're doing, this boss is not a problem. And he's down. Sometimes I like to just like stand with the this thing in the back, like further away, just to mimic like a demon wing look. We run partway out of here, and We hear a voice calling. Apparently there's an item we missed. Or that dropped down from the ceiling or whatnot, I don't know. There's still more to come. We need someone to go ahead and make sure the way is clear so we can safely get the Sovereign Fathoms. Lead the way to the Sovereign Fathoms, please, sooner rather than later. We beg of you. So, we got a little bit of a quest. I'm gonna go ahead and do this where we... where's my... There it is. Warp out, basically. Because compared to Dark Souls, we don't penalize you for warping back. You can always warp back with your stuff intact. I spend it, and I'm gonna spend it over here. So we get 2 points, and that's worth more per upgrade. Oh, now there's NPCs over here. Gonna leave you guys to discover those NPCs and what they are talking about. But yeah, the world changes a little bit as you go through it. There's gonna be a little bit of a difference over in town as well. Some things for you guys to discover and enjoy. I am going to go out to the menu, and as you can see, my character updates with the menu. So pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, I would say. Don't you agree? And we are going to go over to, let's see. I think talk screen is good for now. For now. Quit out of the game. Now I'm gonna be looking at the wish list. The wish list thing to figure out whether like how we're doing. And then we can update the counter together. This is going to be the most epic counter update that we've ever done. We get to be doing actually like aura, 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 aura. Okay. 1043. So we have 43 people more than before. So I'm assuming that's going to be like 1,100 by the end of today. So 1,043. And this is the button, yes. All right, gotta go for it this time. I haven't quite gotten to the rhythm yet. Maybe it's better with one finger. No, okay, okay. I got it. I got the rhythm. It's just one button. So, oh yeah, boy, we're getting it. We're getting them. We're getting them. Look at that. Look at that counter go up. So happy. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Just imagine every one of these clicks that I'm doing right now. It's a person who clicked wishlist. That's amazing. Don't tell me anything else. That's amazing. Like, I don't care that some people get 10,000, 100,000, a million. I don't care. Every click I'm doing right now is a person. That is fucking crazy. Oh my god. All right? You feeling it? You feel how cool that is? Thank you guys. Thank you guys for supporting my little passion project. I'm sure should be Wolfgang have been here, he would be... Oh, we went overboard. He would be overjoyed as well. There it is. Guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna bring you up with some more trailer. You can enjoy it for a little bit before we wrap the stream up. I hope you guys had a good one. And we'll see if we do another stream before Nexus ends. Otherwise, I will see you around. Until then, remember to play and enjoy. And how do you do this? Bam! Heck yeah!
crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, make her dust. Oh no.
What do you give to this world?
Crumbling skin, pale extremities, facial bone growth, immaculate, advanced, but not our culprit. Cause of death, organ failure. Cause of preservation, make her dust.